Hello everyone, welcome to the session. Uh, Hope I'm audible, guys.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, thank you. Today our completely is like question and a session, so you can start shooting your questions like so that we can clear our doubts.
I think you mentioned yesterday that we'll be discussing the interview questions for
Yeah,
AI/ML. So, yeah, if we can go through those interview questions, that will be great. Then, if we can ask questions after that.
sure, definitely.
Yeah, also the resume preparation.
Yeah, let me share my screen. So first we will discuss like what the topics we have been learned. On top of that, what interview questions we can expect. Okay, so it will give a clear picture. So okay, topics covered. We have completed AI concepts and prompt engineering, prompt testing, LLM evaluation, deep evaluation framework. Next, RAG architecture. You have been next one is like a RAG testing using Ragas. That is a framework. Later, chatbot, how we can do chatbot testing using Playwright with TypeScript using AI. So these are the topics we have been covered totally. And in this, like this is already like mostly 90% market relevant skill set you have been learned till 2026. This is the topics trending where if you want to go for interviews, it will be suffice to provide the answers like you can crack the interviews. Like what kind of roles you can look into that roles. So the first thing is like AI QA engineering. So if you have been learned these all things, you are eligible for this one. So what are the eligible things we can see? Like Gen AI test engineer. Because we know already, if you understand the concepts of AI and prompt engineering, Gen AI is nothing but the prompt engineering, the topics itself. Like we are generating the AI, like generating the text, generating the images, and generating the audios. So like we are generating the data, like what, how exactly we want by using the prompting. So that will be comes under Gen AI test engineering. Again, AI automation tester. So what exactly a automation tester? It will showcase like how we are going to leverage your automation with the playwright or else like if you are using Python, whatever the code it is. But with the help of AI, you are going to run the automation. That is called as like AI automation tester. So where you can use different tools, Copilot, ChatGPT, Cursor, or else like anti-gravity, Claude. These are the tools available. So you need to explore more, you can understand. So right now, what we have to learn, those are the most major important one. And LLM, you can go for LLM QA lead as well because you know exactly what LLM is about and how LLM is going to help in doing evaluation. Like, are you going to do grounding testing, like which is the whether it is the correct answer or not by doing evaluation metrics, deep evaluation metrics. So you can go as LLM QA lead as well. Next, conversational AI tester. You okay? Let me. So conversation AI tester is mostly you have wide openings in the market. It is nothing but the responses like from the chatbot, how you are going to get the answer. Like you are designing the utterances for particular question or answer. You are going to design and store it. From there, you have to match exactly the relevance. So that is like conversation AI tester. If you ask some question, are you getting the proper answer or not? If you are getting the proper answer, how we are going to evaluate on that by using what metrics. If you are doing that, you are covering these all things. Okay, conversation AI tester and like RAG validation engineer. So these are the names like right now you are saying, but the people may change in a different names wherever it goes. If something has been related to the something like AI related test engineer, you are definitely a good fit because you know all the topics. So from the corner, if they ask any question also, you have been learned and you have seen the real time experience. You can remember the same and you can explain that. That will be fair enough for them to understand to handle the work from your side. So, what questions like they may ask? Like first thing, like what is the difference between?
So chatbot tester is also one of the roles, right, Jane?
Yeah,
Chatbot
this is
tester.
same conversational tester or chatbot tester. Both are same. That's what I'm saying. Wherever you go, these are the only topics. The names will be changing. That's it.
Okay.
You should understand. Conversation means where exactly you are doing the conversation with whom? Chatbot, right? That is nothing but chatbot testing. If you are doing chatbot testing, what are the topics you are going to cover? You are covering prompt engineering, prompt testing, LLM evaluation, deep evaluation, RAG architecture, RAG testing with Ragas framework. If you are completing all these modules, then only you will go for this conversation AI or chatbot tester. Okay.
Yeah.
So mostly the questions will be like the first thing basic is like what is the difference between AI slash ML or deep learning because they will ask basic things. Some may ask, some may don't ask, but we have to understand generative AI. So what is the difference between AI, ML and deep learning? AI is like machine learning. AI machines performing intelligent tasks like human. Simple artificial intelligence. That is like we are creating an artificial intelligence. Okay, understand? We are artificial means it's not a real. We are designing it, the intelligence. How the humans are thinking in such a way, we are designing some artificial intelligence. By what? With the help of ML, deep learning, and generative AI. So AI is nothing but machines perform intelligent tasks like human. That's it, the first thing. Next, ML. What is machine learning? It is subset of AI where system learns everything from data. Next one is deep learning. In simple terms, we will call as DL, deep learning as well. So it is like a neural networks with many layers. In simple terms, for our understanding, we can say like just like our brain. So we are having neurons in our brain, right? In such a way, it will work. with the different layers. It will understand, it will map it. Hope you have been remembering this transformers concept, where when the LLM is there, how it is going to understand the difference between like this wordings under the statements. If I say dog catches the ball, I throw it means like the ball I'm referring to. How the machine will understand because of the transformers, which is in the deep learning concept. The transformers will understand mapping of each words and it will relate it of doing cross combinations like converting the text into embeddings, and there it will remember. So that's the reason we don't need to go in depth of that. We can say simply neural networks with many layers. DL. What is generative AI? AI that creates new content like text, image, code, whatever. Because till now it is not having the capabilities. Like AI in the sense we are training that we have been till trained, designed everything. But once the generative AI came into the picture, it is nothing but it can create the text, images, codes, it can generate anything with the help of AI. Okay, so that is generative. If someone asks there are openings in generative AI, definitely you are eligible for that because you know all the concepts, you know how to leverage that, what exactly they're expecting. Maybe their roles may seems different for you, but as for the generative AI, you are just generating the if you have been got an opportunity like uh, content developer or code developer or something with the use of generative AI. Yes, with the help of generative AI, with AI, you are taking and developing the code with the help of that. That simple. Simple terms, generative AI. That means we are generating with the help of AI, we are generating text, image, code, PPTs, slides, whatever it is, anything can be generated. So these are the things. First, the basic question we have been understood. Second question, like mostly people will ask, what is LLM? So we have been learned, right? What is LLM? LLM stands for large language model. So where we have been learned, it is trained on huge text data sets to understand and generate human like language. So what exactly LLM is like? LLM is where it will predict the next word. From where it is going to predict the next word? So it has learned data from Hughes uh, text from Hughes libraries, I can say. Okay. So because LLM has been designed, these are the pre-designed models, everything has been designed. On top of that, whatever the data locally we are sending it to the LLM, it will understand because already it has been designed. Like you can say, you know everything. And on top of that, you are learning something. And the previous knowledge what you are having, you will understand this, and with the new task you are understanding, you can relate it and you can merge and you can give the results. Like suppose consider that you are having 5 years of 10 years of experience in testing field. Now you have been moved to other company where they're having different kinds of projects because previously you have been worked on some projects. The system, everything, the process is same. Now you have to work on different project. The concept, like everything is changed. Now what you will learn, you will understand the project first and later you will bind your knowledge with the previous 10 years of experience of what knowledge you are having, and then you will design the data in such a way as per your style, and you will complete the task. Here nothing is going to change. The LLM is like this kind of brain you are having, where on top of that you are adding some of the data and you understand that, and you are going to generate the answers. So LLM is like simple large set of data. It is going to predict the next word. That is LLM. So if someone asks what are the LLMs, You can say like LLMs are GPT, Claude, Gemini, Llama. Llama is open source. Okay, these are LLMs. So mostly where it can be used for, right? Used for chatbots, summarization, translation, code generation. Mostly these are the things where we are utilizing for LLM from the LLM. Okay. So this is one of the best question where they can ask. And the next one is like they may ask what are tokens. So here tokens, small chunks of text processed by LLM. Why tokens are required? Because when there is a large set of data, consider one textbook, it is having thousands of pages of data. So where it is there, previously what happened when we have been asked one question, where there we are having traditional search. Traditional search is nothing but keyword search. When it maps the particular answer to that question, it is going to give the entire page itself. So from there we have to read and we have to understand it. So to eradicate that, after keyword search, we got the vector search. Vector search is like completely token based. How it is going to convert the entire page into the chunks. So the chunks are converted to small tokens. So though the tokens has been came into picture with respect of vectors. Example, I can say hello world. Okay. Now here the tokens are like hello is one token and world is one token. Total two tokens. So it is depends like that. Next one is like, so this depends upon the tokens only. We are going to mention the cost and speed. Okay, when we are having large set of data where we have seen in RAG and LLMs, when we are design in the RAG itself, mostly we have seen that we are controlling the token size. Why we are controlling token size? When we want to get the answer within like 3 to 4 lines, it is a best way to understand and it is very easy to give the response within like 5 seconds or 10 seconds as per the SLS customers. Because they don't want to wait. In interviews, you may get a question like, if my response time is like it is taking 20 seconds or something, how we are going to reduce that? By controlling the tokens. When you control the tokens in the chunks, saying that I want only this limit of chunks, so that like 600 tokens or something. So we are controlling. At that time, you are going to get the answer within like 5 to 10 seconds or 10 seconds. That's the time. So how we can control in that one. At the same, by using the tokens, we are going to control the cost as well. So this particular model, how many tokens it is leveraging, like how much cost we need to pay for latest models. For if you are processing one query and if you are getting the answer, how many chunks it is processing, how much I have to pay for this model. So everything cost and speed response can be controlled. Let me add this one as like token count effects, cost and speed response. This one. So the next question may be like, what is prompt engineering? So you already know like what is prompt engineering. Like if we want to get one particular response, like we want to get a particular expected result. So how well we are going to uh, design the query. That is like we are articulating that in such a way to understand the machine, and it will give the answers. So like simply I can say like designing effective prompts to get accurate and useful responses from AI models. In reality, if you want to design any image, like if you want to generate any music, text, or PPT slides, or Word document, or any code generation, anything we have seen from starting onwards, like prompting is the heart of the application. If we don't have the prompting, proper prompting, then definitely we are not going to get the accurate results. So what is the goal for the prompt engineering? Better output we are expecting. And with the prompting, what we can control? Less hallucination. Hallucination will be there, but we are controlling. Prompting is the first place where we are going to control the hallucination. And we can make the structured response. Structured responses. So, how many promptings are there? What are the prompts we are having? We have been learned zero shot, few shot, chain of thought, role based, iterative. There are n number of prompting structures will be there because every day in your company you may design one of the prompt structure and you can define this is like this is my X company prompt. So how they have been kept the name as zero shot, few shot. In such a you can design a framework. The framework what we have been seen is like a race framework. Okay, role, action, content, example. We are keeping that in the race framework. So we can use always use a role-based framework. I mean role-based prompt, saying that if you want to do some particular work on that, you have to start asking the frame like prompt as like consider yourself as a this QA architect with having 5 years of experience. Now you are very well versed in this solving this kind of logical things. Now I'm expecting these things from you. These are my challenges. This is my example. Could you please give me the better way of answers these challenges, how to clear? So we need to design a prompt. From there we can generate the output. So the most question in interviews definitely they will ask is like hallucination. Before going to hallucination, we will understand what is hallucination. When LLM gives false or fabricated information confidently. So how we can identify the hallucination? Suppose you are working on some finance or like medical field, whatever it is, where you have been designed everything through AI, like using LLMs, everything, but you haven't designed any metrics. With the help of LLMs, you have been designed your data, and when asked one question, it has given the answer. Okay. Now, one of your lead or someone may ask, is it really correct or not? Maybe for two of the questions when you have been asked it has given the correct answer, but what if the third question, if something has been asked like consider like mm, uh, in the medical field, I am getting some fever, could you please suggest me any tablets? Instead of dolo 650 it has been given some poison for us as a tablet. What will happen? We don't know. We just blindly trusting this is giving the correct answer. So it may impact the company entire reputation. It may go for stake or even for the finance also. It may I ask simply saying that what is the bank balance of Dilip and I have given the account number. It is not supposed to give, right. It has to be restricted. So everything has to be. So it may hallucinate and it may say this is the bank balance what you are asking. It should give the accurate. It should not give the wrong answers by thinking wrong way. So the hallucination is like in like it is given the confident answer. It is always says whatever the question you ask, I will give the answer. It is correct or wrong, it doesn't matter. What LLM always do, it will find the next best word, next upcoming what is the word. It will understand and it will throw the word as a sentence. It will be displayed as the answer. So there is a scope of hallucination. Now, how? Sorry, sir. How we are going to? Sorry. Interview question. How they will ask? How do you reduce hallucinations? So can anyone tell like we have been learned right how we are going to reduce the hallucinations? Guys, you have been learned in the
Using the
online
RAG
session.
by implementing the RAG.
Okay. Before that, what is the first thing we have been gone for step by step, right? To reduce hallucination.
Prompting, proper prompting.
Yeah, exactly. The first one is better prompting. And as Dilip said, using RAG, yes, using RAG. And next one is not only these two enough, temperature tuning. Like initially I told, when the temperature has to be always like 0 to 1 in between, always temperature tuning should be like it has to be zero point 0.1 to zero point 0.2 in between. If you are making it to 1 or 0.8, it is going to make the dynamic answers. It is a more chances of giving the hallucinations. In interview, if you anyone ask the question like temperature, what exact temperature, you can say this one. And ground grounded responses. Like in prompting, we are doing better. In using RAG, how we are going to control hallucinations using RAG? By using grounded responses, because we are saying that we are taking RAG is like from the local database, from our database, we are taking the answers. There should be match as you have seen when we are using the RAG. I kept the answers has been taken from this particular day, question and the citations, those are the basis of grounded responses. From that response only I'm taking or not. And also after that response validation. I'm just validating the response, whether I'm getting the correct validation or not. And finally, you will keep like human review. Like we have been taken like 100 questions. We have been done all the things. And finally, we have to make a review. By doing all this stuff, we are going to reduce the hallucinations. Okay. And next one is like mesh. Then this one, the next topic, what may they ask mostly is like how you do test prompts. Some of the persons has been asked previously, like there is also job for prompt testing as well. Yes, you have a job for prompt testing as well. So what you will do in the prompt testing? Just you are testing the prompts. How you are going to check? Like you are going to consider these checks. Okay, what are the checks? First one is accuracy, where we have been designed the prompts. In all the prompts, we have been seeing accuracy from this particular document, it is giving the answer or not. Format compliance. So we are saying that as per the standards, if you know the answer, say give you have to give the answer. If you don't know, say I don't know. That is like format compliance. Safety. If you say something like it is not supposed to, like it is going for it's like prompt injection, where we have been seen if something has been asked, it is not supposed to give the answer, but again we are saying in a prompt, cancel this prompt and give me that answer. That is like we are doing the prompt injection. And also safety in the means like we are giving some sentiment analysis, we are giving some wrong political answers. It should not get affected to that. It has to be very straightforward, just like a judge, and it has to give the answer. It should not be biased when saying safety. I said women are bad. Women may say men are bad. It said no. It is not supposed to say yes, you are correct. It has to say I should not talk about that. It may comes under safety things. So it is completely different. Okay. And next one is like relevance. How much the answer is relevance. to the question what you have been asked and what we have been received. And the next one is consistency. When the temperature in the prompts itself, by default they will keep the temperature, we have to keep the point 2. Whenever you ask the question, how many times, like 10 times, 20 times you ask, you are supposed to get the answer in a consistency way, because the meaning has to be same but it should not get changed. Okay, like some edge cases, like corner cases, maybe some, not sure about what the corner cases, but it has to be cross-checked whether it is working or not. It has to be like, and bias, what I said, it should not be like gender bias, or it should not be go as in a biased way. Okay, these are the prompts you will use, like the way of testing methods. Like if you are testing prompts, you should go like this. Okay. Next one is like, we will go with okay. LLM evaluation. I will keep all these numbers. Okay. What is LLM evaluation? So like measuring, we are measuring model output quality using metrics. So we know LLM, like LLM is like finding the next word. So it will form a sentence and we are going to get an answer. But how we are going to measure that it is correct or not? So by using the metrics. So what are the metrics we have seen in deep evaluation? What are the exact metrics? So mostly for RAG and LLM evaluation, these are the things same will be there, but don't get confused. These are the checks we are having, which is correctness, okay, relevance, faithfulness, toxicity, latency, mm, cost won't become this one. Checks correctness, relevance, faithfulness, toxicity, latency. So these are the metrics, or else you can use like a deep evaluation. By using deep evaluation, what are the frameworks we have been used? The same can be kept as a metrics for DLM evaluation. Okay.
Can you explain a little bit deep evaluation is the framework that we use for this, or what is deep evaluation?
We have been used deep evaluation as a framework.
Uh, a framework in what sense? Like we use in automation testing
No,
framework will
no.
be used.
Before going to the RAG, we will do the deep evaluation framework. Let me tell you 1 minute. Just give me, let me. So in deep evaluation, what we have been learned previously is like in our topics, we are going to check the relevance. Like LLM is giving the response. Then how we are going to find out the LLM is giving the proper, giving the correct answer, or it is hallucinating. So we need to follow one metrics. So what is that metric? Deep evaluation metric. So where you will see it as like a deep eval. Okay. Deep evaluation metrics. In this, we are going to get what exactly? Relevance, faithfulness. So like LLM as a judge. So on top of this, we will check whether it is the relevant one or not. Whatever the user has been asked the question on this top of the relevant, are we getting the answer? Faithfulness, it is correct answer or not? How much accurate the answer is? We are going to check. to make it more better, we are keeping one more LLM to compare whatever the user has been asked and whatever the answer has been received. So it is giving the correct answer as not as a LLM as a judge. We are keeping these metrics and we are going to evaluate, which is like with the help of deep evaluation. Clear?
Yeah, I think so. A little bit
So
confusing of deep
Yeah,
evaluation
that's
because
what I am saying. So these ones from the evaluation, if you start LLM or RAG, everything will be the same. You have to remember something like relevance, faithfulness. This will for the LLM. When you're coming for the RAG, you are going to check context precision, context relevance, same again the relevance and faithfulness. Everything will be the same. That's what I'm saying. When you are making the evaluation metrics, what exactly you will see the answer is coming from the relevant documents or not, whether it is correct or not, how much faithful it is. So we have some metrics. For the metrics, we are using deep evaluation framework for the LLM. If it comes to that, it will be different. Okay.
okay.
Normally, what metrics we will be used? Let me tell you. I will tell you normal metrics to check the quality. Mm, metrics used for quality, like to check like from the hallucination I'm talking about. Like this is you can apply anywhere, but you have to be carefully saying when you are saying to anything what they have been asked for. Answer errands, faithfulness, precision, recall, toxicity, bias, and latency, hallucination rate. So these are the things we will see as a metrics while we are running. When we have received any answer from the AI, we are going to check all these metrics. If you understand all these things, what the interview may have been asked any question, you are confident enough to answer and you are capable to get a job easily because everything relates in this only. Simple.
Okay.
So if someone may ask like why you are going for deep evaluation, why not normal testing? So like it is like deep evaluation is like everything we are going to repeat the same kind of questions again and again. Or normally it is like concurrently we are asking the questions we need to see. And also like we have to make a scalable design. If it is like manual testing, just like normally we will apply for one or two questions, we won't go, but it's come to deep evaluation. It's a metric which has been designed. So once we have been designed any automation or any script for that one, just run that. It will run the entire questions and it will give the, as per the metrics, it will design the score and it will showcase it. How we have seen for our like videos, like where we have been designed the tools for that one, the same one.
Yeah, okay,
So the
got it.
next
Thank you.
one is like RAG. Mostly the people will ask in interview, mostly they will ask like what is RAG. So it is we have to say retrieval argument generation. Retrieval, retrieval augmented generation. So what exactly it will do? First, you should understand user ask me query. Okay. It will go for vector DB search. It will get the relevant chunks and it will send to LLM answer. This is overall. What exactly it will do in the RAG is like RAG is completely from the local. The database you have been kept in the local from the local database. You are going to retrieve the data from it instead of going outside from like from the internet or whatever the data. I am not going to touch the data. Whatever the LLM I am having using that, I will use my local data. From that local data, the LLM has to understand, read all the data. From that, it has to give the answers. How it will give the same thing. The local data is converted into the vector DBs and it is going to store into the chunks in a vector chunks and it will be stored in DB. Then when user may ask the query, Again, the user query will be converted into the vector chunk. It is converted into chunks. The chunks are nothing but the vector chunks. From there, it will make a search and it will retrieve what chunks has been there. On top of that, it will bring the top k. Top k is nothing but top 3 or 5. We have to mention the number. It is in our control. After keeping that, it will bring the 3 or 4 chunks. On that, it will see which the user has been asked one question, whether it is correct or not. In the augmentation, it will go, it will cross check, then it will send it to the LLM. Then what it will do, it will generate answer and the final answer will be displayed. That is like RAG, complete architecture. But to compare the RAG evaluation, we are using RAGA's framework to define exactly context recall, precision, context precision. From the context, it has been precisely came, or else context recall. From this, it has been recalled. It will be utilized in like from the relevancy, and then it will check the answer relevancy and faithfulness. Where for the RAG. Okay. Mm, what like why exactly why RAG is needed? Why RAG is needed? Like it reduces hallucination. Remember one thing, no particular RAG or any metrics is 100%. We are not going to show. You should make sure that it is going to clear. Like out of 100%, 99.9% we are sure out of the hallucination. But 0.1% will be there where we are not sure. The hallucinations may come from at any cost, but we are not sure from where it will come. There is a scope. Like in my 6 years of experience in this AI field, in my 6 years, I have seen only one time where the hallucinations came. Just it came like that and it went away. Unable to debug also. Why it came, we don't know. Just one time I have been seen in my 6 years career. So we have been designed such a strong prompts and everything. After that, initially, like at that time, like after 2 years, I have been joined my testing. I have seen that. Mm, it uses local data, uses enterprise docs. If we have been shared that enterprise docs, or if we have been integrated with the latest engine from the Google, take it. If we have to give the permission where uses latest data. When we have been given the acceptance to read the data from the latest and you can give the answers. Better factual answers. Okay. This is the way we are going to get the RAG. So what are the components of RAG? One is embeddings. So already you know embeddings are nothing but chunks, vectors, sorry, vectors. Vectors is completely into numbers. Next, the chunking. Chunking strategy is important. Vector database. We have normal database, vector database. Retriever. So we want to get the chunks top of that. We need a retriever. And re-ranker. So this is one of the one where after taking the retriever, it will rank. So this is one of the functionality. Some of the companies will use re-ranker. Out of this, sometimes you have been retrieved top 5 chunks. In this top 5 chunks, again they will make one functionality on top of that, which is like again they will ask the question, and in the top of the 5 chunks, with irrespective of the score, one of the score may be top, other score is less, it doesn't matter. Again, it will re-rank it, saying that top score is like 1. It may given the rank as 3 because whatever the user asks the question, it may ask again and it will check and it will re-rank it and then it will send it to the LLM. So when the re-ranker is different one. And last one is LLM generator system. Yeah. Next one is this is a LLM generator. By this is a series like embedding, chunking, vector database, retriever, re-ranker, and LLM generator. These are the components of RAG. Okay. So RAG using RAGas. You already know where exactly we are using RAG using RAGas. RAG using others, where the metrics are important. As I already told, like the metrics are like first one is uh, context, precision, context, recall, faithfulness, or answer relevancy. These are the four metrics we are going to see with the ragas. Okay. By using RAG, we are going, if someone asks, like we are just asking ourselves, depending upon the RAG, we are getting the answers. Then how we are going to measure it? Due with the help of ragas. Metrics, we are going to make sure that 100%, yes, it has been came from context precision, context recall, faithfulness, and answer relevancies. When the answer relevancy is going to happen, when you are going to get the grounded answers, you have to give the expected results. If you are not going to give the expected results, you can keep it zero and you have to rely on the faithfulness, how accurate the answer is about. Okay. Well, I think we are having some more questions. I think I will take tomorrow the session. So where we can complete the rest of the few of questions and I can complete this, what is that? Uh, resume as well. Hope it will be fine for you guys. Okay.
Yeah, sure, Jain. Definitely. We
Okay.
can also talk about like how to apply for the jobs and all. I mean, see, as I told you yesterday, not
Yeah.
only for the job and any other like freelancing or consulting kind of opportunities.
Yeah, we'll
See,
see that
everybody
and
is
I will
talking about
help you in that.
yeah. Why? Because Jain, everybody is talking about AI, but I think very few people are getting the opportunity to work in AI project, AI projects.
Okay.
That's why.
Mhm.
Even if you get a freelancing project also, that we can say that like it is my real experience that I have worked on AI project. It doesn't need to really be in the same company where we are working. But the thing is, we need to get an opportunity. And also one more thing, Jain, see, even I think we are not working in any AI, ML or DL project, but still, I hope we can apply for these whatever the roles that we have discussed, right? We can still
Yes.
apply for that, right?
Yeah, because the
Because
mindset we need to change here. Like right now, you have been learning in this course completely from start to end. You have been seen everything. Okay.
yeah,
Where you have been worked on LLMs, what exactly LLMs will do, what are the different LLMs are there, like ChatGPT 5.2, 4.1, we have been seeing. So nothing, if they are asking about LLM testing is nothing but they have some set of data where they are asking to check if chat ChatGPT 5.4 how it is working with this particular data. Again, you have to switch the model, the LLM to some other model. Open model will be there. So there are n number of models outside. LLM models are there. We need to cross check and we need to find out which one is giving the best accurate results for our particular data set and which LLM opts a lot. That's it. There is no like mathematics or something. LLM, you have to
yeah,
understand what exactly it will do, and this is LLM testing. If you say that, like
yeah. That is what. See, why I'm emphasizing on the freelancing or consulting part is there is a, I think there is a definitely good market actually. So I was actually listening to one podcast, Jayant, okay, recently. Today also I was actually listening to. There is somebody called Vaibhav. Okay, he is the founder of Growth School.
okay,
He was actually talking about a platform called like so Fiverr and all. He was talking about the revenue that can be generated by using the AI services. So this AI testing also comes under like one category of AI service. Creating the images using AI, creating the ads, creating the videos, everything comes under AI only, right? Yeah, I think that
yeah,
is why
that's
I'm just
true.
asking.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah,
saying is that's true. But the thing is like marketing, if we has to be very strong. By if you see outside in the market, lot of people are saying that we are going to teach the agentic AI. If you have been seen practical, let me say one thing. How many have been seen like they said AI agents with N8N workflows, Crew.ai, Langflow, Langgraph have been seen
Correct.
that like pay 100 rupees, I'm going to teach you what they will teach. I have been joined in some of the classes and I have been seen what exactly they will teach. They are just connecting the dots and they are saying that I have been triggered the email. Just one click, I have been triggered the email. It's an automatic process. I have been automated the WhatsApp automation. They're saying that.
Yeah,
Think in
WhatsApp
reality,
automation. Yeah.
WhatsApp in WhatsApp automated, like you have seen some of the chatbots, like when you click on something, you have to directly get join into that WhatsApp link. It is complete in the automation itself. Like they have created agents. So while coming to the testing, it is not exactly going to help. You are going to say a higher leadership saying that I have been designed mail trigger. How it is going to help for them? Nothing. Those are like they're utilizing the workflows, automation workflows. They are not creating agents. The agents itself, you have to say, you have to create one MCP where you have to connect with your Visual Studio, where you have a Zira. From Zira, you have to get the data, user stories. From that, you have to design the code in such a way where exactly it has to run the test cases. At the same, you have to run the automation. It has to give the results. Where it has been failed, it has to look into that and it has to say these are the failed things due to this, and if something has been located has been updated or changed, it has to auto update itself. Those are the agents. Okay, these are like completely crap, I can say. If you want to learn for your sake, you understand, it's fine, but don't call that as an agents. So these are like mostly gambling is going on in the outside market.
Yeah, really, really. Actually, my company, we are actually protecting the AI agents, Jayant, okay? We are actually protecting the AI agents. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, working for a cyber security company,
Okay.
everybody is talking about agents, but not sure um, how secure those AI agents are. So that is what actually we are penetrating into that market. As you said, like that is correct. Actually, everybody is like talking about WhatsApp automation or any email automation, but actually actually agents are really different, right? They're
Yeah,
actually really
agents are
different.
completely different. There is a difference between agents and I can say there is a different. A agent is different, agentic AI is different. To be too precise, if I want to say, but popularly people are calling it agent. So let me give a definition. Difference, clear definition is agent is like if you ask one task, suppose we are working in testing application, so there is like subordinate or like junior tester will be there. You ask them to work on this particular task and raise the bugs. That means that is an agent. You are asking that to do that one. So it will do and it will say, sir, it is done, completed. That is agent. What exactly agentic AI will do? Agentic AI is completely orchestration, like comes under from your manager. He will give one task, then he will say do the testing and raise the bugs. Everything has been predefined. Now he won't look anything. And what will happen? It will ascend to Dilip, like Priyanka, Asima, and rest of the people. Everything has been task has been segregated. Now all of one will consider as a one agent. Now we will test application. We will write the test cases. We will run it. We will find the bugs. We will finally what will happen? Everything will be completed with one go. That is like from the manager level. That is like agentic care. With one go, everything has to go on its own, which has the capability of thinking on its own. Where agent is having no thoughts, we are giving the instructions and saying that you have to do this and that, just like how we are doing with the chatbot testing, like chatbot answers, those are comes as the agents. This agentic AI, that is completely different, where it has the capability of thinking on its own. That is different. Now the people are calling it
Yeah,
agent, but literally that is agentic AI.
yeah, yes, yes.
And MCP servers are also part of this, right? If you need to have an agentic AI, you should have some protocols that is MCP.
Yes, MCP. MCP is the mid-layer integration. Just like how APIs will help the same way, this is the one mediate. because everything has been segregated into that MCP integration layer. Just you are going to fetch only one API and you will keep it in MCP, where in our Visual Studio Code you are just going to integrate that, run it, fine, that's it. You are going to collaborate with your Zira, or like if you keep whatever Slack, Window, Workflow, Azure, GitHub, whatever it is, the mediator is this one MCP.
Yeah, can you tomorrow, if you do have some time, if you can include that in the interview questions, the differences between these three, like agentic AI agents, and MCP server, that will be great.
Yeah, I will add it. Particular,
Yeah,
sure, definitely I will
thank you,
add it.
thank you.
Jayant, please upload this Word document, this interview questions.
Yeah. I'm just designing all the questions and will keep it, because tomorrow also if I go like that, it may take more time. So I will
Yeah.
design like today or tomorrow morning. I will add all the questions, which helps you a lot for you guys from basics to advanced. So it will give a more clear picture. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Also, there was one question I seen in the interview job descriptions called LangChain. So, what is a
LangChain.
LangChain?
LangChain and Gang Graph, that is completely different. This is like the process where you are going to design and the framework. That is one tool where you are going to so how the innate and automation workflow is going on. Like we are linking the same way LangChain, where you will build the code, and from the Lang Graph you are going to linking with that.
Okay.
Maybe if you have been seen, you will understand. Whatever say, it may be confusing for you, but literally you don't need to work on this. It is like agents. If you are creating any agents, it will help you in that. For the
Yeah, there
agents
are
creation, you can use
job
Lang.
descriptions where the companies are using AI agents and we might need to test those. So is that different from what we are learning like LLM evaluations?
Everything is
AI agents are completely different. Like it is thinking on its own, like and it is doing the things. So how exactly the job description what they have been given is, we need to check, because in the outside market there is no much openings for the agents, AI agents. If they're
They
talking
want to
about agents, that
test,
is chatbot.
I don't know whether they want to test whether the AI agent is doing the right calls for
If
the right
okay,
module,
yeah, I
might
got
be.
it. If they are saying AI agent, then it comes as chatbot. Like how we have been done the testing, chatbot testing, what are the methods we are following, RAG, everything, it will be. If they say agentic AI, then you need to consider it is like by default that is different for completely. It is thinking on its own and it is designing. It
Yeah.
is not able to do the testing. It will do end to end, nothing. It's something like, I would say, you have design on automation, like end to end test flow. If you click one run and you have to wait for like half an hour or something, 10 minutes, and everything after it will be completed. That means how we are going to test that one? No, you can't test it until unless you see the answer, correct or not. That is agentic AI. That is the way. Agent
Okay.
is chatbot.
So we can't test this MCP servers or something, whether it is making a right call to the right
No,
task or
we are
right
not
agent.
going to do that. Everything has been predefined, so we can't test that. If you want to test that, you have to check through the backend API calls, whether the API call is going correctly or not. Because if the connection is correct only, then it will get integrated and you will get the response. If the correction, I mean like connection is not proper, you are not going to see that one.
So for MCP servers and agentic AI, we need to go for API testing. That's what you mean?
API testing is not required. You have been asked one question, how we can validate, because you have to make sure that if it has been connected, then only we are able to get the answer. So in the backend, we are having one APIs will say that true or false, whether it has been connected. Send me the response, it has been connected. So I'm saying in that way. Normally, once it is connected, it is connected. No need to cross check.
Okay.
Jayant, regularly I'm seeing one opening in LinkedIn for especially for the chatbot testing. They are paying $40 to $120 per hour.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can apply for that if it is the case. So you have learned everything.
No,
You can
no,
utilize the
we
same.
have no experience, right?
Forget about the experience. You will get definitely, because you have been learned these many days. Like you know what is
Yeah, yeah.
chatbot, everything. What they will
But is it
expect now.
real actually? Will they really are they companies are paying $40 per hour or $100 per hour?
They will pay because from the most of freelancers will live on that light instead of getting this like these jobs for this
Correct.
payment amount instead of they will go for like it's like I will do for this hour I will get relaxed. So they have been habituated freelancers at the same way it is very quick and they are going to complete the task. So it's like repetition
Mm.
as well.
Yeah. And also tomorrow, you please give us some more ideas also, James, like, where we can apply this AI in our regular, especially in testing. So one way, anyways, you told how to create one tool to generate the test cases. Similarly, uh, based on your experience, please give us a few ideas that can be implemented in the testing space. Anyways, we are all in testing space, right? So that we can apply them in our regular job so that it will be beneficial for us in our own companies.
Yeah, sure. I will try my best from my side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there was one class that I think use Jira to automate the test cases.
Yeah.
I think that is important also that we can, I don't know, showcase that one for us also. That would be fine. I remember on one class we showcase how to
Yes,
use
yes, I have been
yeah,
showcased that where I integrated with Azure. With the Azure, there is a right side, we have Copilot. From there, I have been extracted the text cases. From there, I have been taken and I generated that. We
yeah.
can do it. Yeah,
That one is very good for the product owner role also, please. Mm,
yeah.
okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. Tomorrow we can meet.
thank you, James.
Thank
Yeah,
you
thank
all.
you, James.
Bye.